Here we go.
Hey guys, what's going on? Reflix66 here, going over a quick task guide video today. Today we're going over Peacekeeper's task, Wet Job Part 1. For this task, there's not a lot of requirements to it. All you have to do is kill scavs on Shoreline. The only difference is you have to either be using an ADAR or an MP4, and it has to be suppressed. So those are the only special requirements for this task. Real quick, we're going to run through, I'm going to fast forward place to place and kind of show you guys where scavs spawn on Shoreline. There will be a map down in the description kind of showing the locations of scavs, but here we're going to run down this path, and in the description of the map, you can follow the same route no matter where you spawn, because it will take you over to the other extraction. We're starting here at Road to Customs. You can see we're right here, and we're going to fast forward down to the sniper tower. So we're going to run down right here and fast forward. Alright guys, we're at the first spot. This little sniper tower right here. Scavs can spawn anywhere up in the tower, down at the base. They can wander around in the woods on either side. But this is a good place to check for scavs, especially if you're coming from the tunnel side. And if you are coming from tunnel side, expect scavs to be up here by the Road to Customs. As time progresses in the map, more scavs will spawn. So later in the map you get, the more likely there will be to have scavs at the Road to Customs and here in the sniper tower. They don't have the scav spawn there right away because they don't want you to get caught with scavs before you even get a chance to get into the map. The next place to check from here is going to be the blue fence, the construction zone, or the crane, whichever one you want to call it. But we're going to fast forward from here straight over there. Alright guys, so we're over here at the crane location, construction, blue fence, whatever your group calls out this area. There could be scavs that spawn anywhere inside or outside of this little blue fence, but in close proximity to the blue fence. Scavs can spawn there early, but the later you are in the raid, the more likely they are to be here. Be careful, these scavs can spawn with rifles. They can be in groups. I've seen anywhere from 4 or 5 scavs spawn in this area. So you always kind of have to be alert of this area. There won't be any scavs spawning to your right side here. Everything will be downhill towards the water, but you can get players engaging from this side. So you do have to be aware of both sides. From here, the next location is going to be the gas station, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward over there. Alright guys, we're coming up at the gas station. This is the pier. There can be scavs that walk out here towards the light tower, which is right over here. So watch for scavs along this backside. You can't see into the pier or into the building from this side. What you can do, since you're going to be running an M4 or an ADAR, is you can pick up the scavs in gas station or on the road from up here on this rock. So you can look into gas station, you can look out on the roadway and see if you see any scavs. Something else to be able to keep an eye out for is if you have any kind of range scope, you can see across the other hillside here and look for players coming from the other direction. If you don't see anything and you think you're safe, push on down. You're going to jump over this guardrail. Any strength level, you can jump straight over it, even though it looks like it's as high as your head. You push on in, and then from here, there's a few different options you have. You can go down the pier and loot that area and try to kill the scavs. Sometimes you can get a couple scavs that spawn down there. Other times they spawn either on the beach or on gas. You don't traditionally get them scattered out all over the place though. They normally stay in a group. So you can go down pier and kill scavs. You can check out the beach, or you push up the gas station. Either way, if you do go pier or beach, I would suggest coming up here to gas and then wrapping up this west side of the river. Just so you guys know the cardinal directions of the map, the water is the easiest one to find is south. Water south, which makes that way north. That's east, and that's west. So you're going to get on the west side of this water and push up towards the power station. Now I'm going to fast forward to the north to the power station. Alright guys, so this is the power station here. One thing to know about the power station is that a sniper scav can spawn on the top here. Almost every map you'll see a sniper scav up top there. Your best bet is to pick him off at range. He does spawn with SVD, SKS, some kind of ranged rifle that can do a lot of damage. So your best bet is to pick him off before engaging into the other scavs in this compound. There can be anywhere from 1 to 4 scavs that spawn in here, including the sniper scav. Cool directions that you can come in at. You can come in on that side, the east side or the west side, or there's a gate opening on the north side. But when you push in, expect scavs to be right in this area. They like to camp behind this box sometimes. They get up in little crevices near the front gate. But this is power station. This is another good place to kill scavs. No matter where you spawn, by the time you get to power station, there should be scavs there. If not, that means they're already dead. You need to watch out for the players. The next location, when I'm farming scavs, I avoid the resort. If I'm only trying to do the task, I focus on just the tasks. If you go to the resort, you're going to get into PvP. There is more loot there, but you're going to be in PvP situations. So if all you're trying to do is complete the task of killing scavs, I skip the resort for my task. So the next place I go from here is not directly up to the resort. I go up to the little bus station just southwest of the resort. Alright guys, we're here at the bus depot. You can't really see it through the thick trees, but I stop here and slow down because the scavs spawn just on the inside of these trees, and as long as you're through some foliage, they don't always see you. The way I approach this, if I'm coming from power stations, I use these little pink garages or sheds as cover, and I look for the scavs to spawn over here in these cars in the front area. And then from there you can push in either the back side of the gas station, check inside to make sure they're not walking around inside here, and then push out the front. You know, you can have scavs spawn anywhere in here. You can have anywhere from 0 to 3 scavs spawn in this area. One thing you have to watch out for is players up here that are going to the resort or coming out of the resort. They might be able to catch you off guard if you're down here messing around with scavs. But like I said, I avoid the resort. From here, there's more scavs to the north if you want to push the backside towards Rock Passage, but I don't go that way. I just completely avoid it when I'm focusing on killing the scavs. So my next place to find scavs from here is the village or cottages. So from here, we're gonna fast forward down to the cottage. Alright, so this place is known as the cottages, or the rich people's houses. These are the nicest houses, the standalone buildings here on Shoreline. In this area, you can have anywhere from 0 to 3 scavs spawn. They can spawn inside the fence, they can spawn anywhere along the border of the fence, or sometimes inside the buildings. I approach this either by pushing up the left side or across the back side of the fences here. You'll get the scavs that'll spawn over here on the unlocked cottage. This cottage is locked, you have to have a key to get inside, but the one over here is unlocked. A lot of scavs spawn right back in this little fenced-in area, or right along this next fence. So there's a little gap in between these two fences here that the scavs really like to hang out around. So when you come out on this side, they can be anywhere in these bushes. They could be inside this little fence, or right here in this little open area. So be alert and aware of that when you're cutting through the fences. Also, they can walk across the front of the fences here. This is the front side of the cottages where the doors are to get into the cottages. Scavs can walk up and down this fence line here. Occasionally you'll see them out in the road, but most of the time they hug pretty tight to the fence or inside of the fence. So that's the cottage area. The next place to look for scavs is down in the village. So we're going to fast forward to where the village spawns are. Alright guys, from here we're coming up on the village. You're going to see the scavs will spawn right along the main road through the village here. Traditionally you don't see any scavs spawn in these houses over here. You only see them in this road, along this road here, and in the shops on this side. So if you come in at this angle, chances are you'll catch them between you and tunnel down that way. Because you can see we're at the northern end of the village. As you push in, they could be down these side streets. They can be inside this little shack. They like to camp inside there. But yeah, this is the last place to look for scavs if you're coming from road to customs. The first place to check if you're coming from tunnels. And so then from here, if you follow this road straight down south, which is towards the water, you'll get the tunnel. But there's another spot to check for scavs down this way. Alright guys, this is another scav spawn that you can check. Straight out there is called Scav Island. There's a couple weapon cases out there to loot, and potentially anywhere from 0 to 4 scavs on the island. The only way in the island is across that big stuck boat. I don't suggest going out there unless you really need to go out there to get the scavs, or if you have a mission to go out there. What happens a lot of times is people will just sit up here and watch you go out there, and then once you're out there, you're stuck, and the only way to come back is across this wide open boat, and they can snipe down and kill you pretty easily. But if you have a scope and you want to take out a couple scavs from across the water, you can. But that's it. From here, your extract's right there. I try to push through those when I'm farming scavs as quick as I can just to get the scav kills done. But for this task, like we said, you have to have an M4 or an ADAR. It has to be suppressed, and you have to get 10 scav kills on Shoreline. When we recapped all the places to look for scavs if you're coming from road to customs, there's a map down in the description that'll show how these locations are all tied together, and you can literally follow the same path either way. If you spawn off the path, just pick up the path and just cut to the opposite side of the map. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy path to take. When you do complete this task, you get your 10 scav kills and you report it to Peacekeeper. You're rewarded with 13,000 experience. You gain 0.09 rep with Peacekeeper. You lose 0.01 rep with Jaeger, and you get 1,200 USD. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the description. If you're having a difficult time doing any task, feel free to come in and hit me up on Twitch. I stream Monday through Thursday night. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.